It is the 2022-23 Macclesfield Town season review. It's the video where we just have a nice little chill out, have a look at the team and how they're developing. I also got a few more things to talk about whilst we're just off air on Youth Squad Legends. Behind the scenes stuff, obviously you can see that the side has changed a lot since the last episode. We're all getting sorted to move into that corner, which is going to be like great eventually when it happens. I thought we were going to do it a little bit before this. It's alright, it's no problem. There is a little issue with the save. Nothing bad, nothing corruption-wise. There is about 80 names in this save, and we're talking about when we move over to the next season, that are so good, and we're talking so good, that I really can't say no to them. So I'm thinking, maybe, just maybe, we should make a couple of spin-offs. And I don't know what these spin-offs will consist of, but for me to not use some of these names that I've got on the list in front of me would be an absolute disaster. So I'm gonna list you off a few. We've got Chet Cannon, Gladwin Dubé, good names. Chaka Unchangama, amazing. Gerald Noppert, fantastic. Wyatt Sweat, Derek Klomp, Conrad Trimmel. I mean, these are solid names. Etzas Wangberg. Hey, he's called Etzas Wangberg. So, in normal saves of Youth Squad Legends, you get a couple that you can't play with, sadly, and you wish you could. You really wish you could. But this time around, the list is so dense. Like, there's a guy called Diamond Keats somewhere on this list. Diamond Keats! The mother and father called him Diamond. It's an interesting first name. So, there's just such a quantity that I'm like, it would be such a shame if I didn't use these players, even if it was a small spin-off series. And then, as a reward for the best performing players, we might bring them into Macclesfield. That might be an idea. Could be an idea. Would be good. Other than that, other than the table being a bit different to last time, we have a different light. What's a little bit dimmer at the moment, I can control it through this, so you can see that it is getting incredibly bright now. So I'm going to turn that down to its lowest setting. And my old light was on a tripod and hanging over. It used to blow out my face a lot. So this one's nice and dim and should be higher quality for the webcam, which is spot on, and it won't blind me either, which is great, because that thing, I used to have 2 diffusers on it to try and dim it down as much as possible, and it still would blow out my face. That's a bit crazy. We have a new chair. You can probably guess that anyway by the fact that it's making no sound whatsoever. It's nice and comfy. It's a bit higher. Why you can see that? You can see that because that picture is a little bit lower down on your screen. Yeah, so that's a bit higher. That's fine. It's all good. This scenery's going to change anyway because I'm moving from that corner and we'll be shooting across the room. Yeah, so all good there. I'm thinking maybe trying to print out a couple of life-size players, Perry NG and John Akinde. In discussion, I've not ordered anything yet. I'm also maybe going to get a stand for my mic. That would probably be an idea, an arm for my mic instead of it sitting on the desk itself. Just smart things to make my work environment a little more clean. I'm sure you can understand. But the environment that I've got right now, it's a bit cluttered. It's a bit cramped as well because the bed's just behind me. I just want to like free it up a little bit. Got a chest of drawers on the left-hand side that I'm pretty sure we're getting rid of and moving all that stuff into the wardrobe, and then my underwear just into that drawer down there. Mint. So that's my life. Hi, my name's Curtis, and that's my life story. Let's go and talk about Macclesfield and all we have to know. I haven't got the mod editor or mod manager on right now, so they will be showcasing themselves in the old kit. Doesn't matter whatsoever. You're only here for the attributes. And then I'm going to just talk about them for a little bit. So Sheffield Kapuo, I mean, it's slow growth. He's not kicked on like I'd expect. Neither is Ian Robertson. They've both been just like, you know, taking punches at one another, trying to show that they are the best keeper. And instead, it's all fallen on Rude Penis to do the serious growing. And he has. Rude Penis probably going up to an 80 after the episode 69 that he's had. So we'll have a look at this. He's got 3 traits, Capuo. Rushes out of goal, cautious with crosses, and saves with feet. So this is an acrobatic goalkeeper that we're talking about with the 81 reflexes and the 89 kicking. Good at kicking. Robertson is also decent at reflexes and kicking, but he's a more well-rounded goalkeeper, should we say. And then Rude Penis, I think all regens get better kicking and reflexes, from what I can see. Reactions also adds to their overall, so we got 79 reactions on Capuo, 79 reactions on Rude Penis, and 77 reactions on Ian Robertson. All 3 are really, really good players, and I probably couldn't improve them in any way. Are they as good as some of the other players that we've got in this team? No. I think they are definitely all first teamers in their own rights. Only one can play in the first team at one time. Very, very happy to have them. But Capuo and Robertson are currently 81 overall apiece. They haven't shown that they are a key player for this side yet. Maybe one of them will eventually. Or we'll have this dogfight until the very end. And to be fair, the second option is probably the more interesting one. And then we got Perry NG. Shush baby please. We don't really need to talk about him. I stuck his potential up to like 99 just because he's Perry NG, really. But in that list of players, there is another Ung. Let's not get too excited yet, but there is another Ung. He's probably not going to be in any of the spin-offs. He's probably going to be in this save. Like, it's not that often that we see a regen called Ung. There's no regen called Akinde, sadly. But Piero Ung is a striker at Cittadella, the same club where Rossi left us for. He's still at Cittadella, by the way. So that's that. Goalkeepers. Let's have a look at the stats as well. So, so Capuo's only had 2 clean sheets. Ian Robertson, even though he gets a lot of stick, has had less appearances and more clean sheets. In all, there hasn't been that many clean sheets shared because, let's be honest here, the difficulty that we've set it on, the fact that we've got the gameplay mods on as well and the sliders, it's going to make it difficult for us. As it should be. And for the first time since like FIFA 14, challenging for the Premier League does feel like you're challenging for the Premier League. The underestimation is still there and thereabouts, like when we played Manchester United in the last episode. They didn't even threaten us, but even when you play against like Wolves and that, they'll still give you a good game and it'll be a massive challenge to win the Premier League. That's what I've been looking for. For the first time in a long time, I'm actually happy with how difficult the game is. Gameplay-wise, it's shocking. But how difficult the game is a totally different thing altogether, and that's where some of the enjoyment comes through. So that's great. Rude Penis and Robertson, both 6.9 average ratings. Sheffield Shunner a 6.6. it's just interesting that a lot of you guys rate Schaffelschunner more than Robertson. Of course, I think the fan favourite is Rupinas for obvious reasons, but right now I can't say he's as good as the other two. He's closing in, and he's closing in at a very, very quick rate at the moment. But out of the other two, I would definitely say Robertson's a little bit better. A little bit. And I'm only saying a little bit. We're talking like marginal. Alright. Moving on. Right back situations. Zander Wyton, Varanus and Maximilian Jackson. Now, Varanus could also play centre back. He's really solid defensively. Attacking wise, he's absolutely not there. But I'm not even looking to sell him. Zander Wyton, not looking to sell. Maximilian Jackson, not looking to sell. He's gone up by 3 as Maximilian. So has Varanus. Zander Wyton only gone up by 2. But he's only had limited chances to impress. 14 games. Varanus has had 21. Jackson has played most of the Premier League. 39 games in the season. Averaging 7.0. Varanus at 6.8. Zander Wyton doing well at 7.2. Alright. Attributes-wise, let's have a look. Zander Wyton's got 83 pace. Maximilian Jackson is just a monster. And I've tried to help him out in the long shots somewhere. Where are the long shots? So he's at 69 now, plus 4. I really do want to get him a goal, and hopefully that goal is quite a super one. Because he is hanging around on the edge of the box for like corner kicks and that. Because he's quick. He can get back if we lose it and they break with frightening pace. As for Varanus, you can see that his time at centre-back has kind of carved him out into like this more defensively secure player. 89 heading accuracy, standing tackles at 77, marking 79. And compare that to Zander Wyton, where his marking is only 62. So that's your lot for the right backs. At the moment, there is one very clear right back. And even if Wyton and Varanus got a little bit better than Maximilian Jackson, I don't think that's going to be the case. But if they did, they still wouldn't find themselves in the first team ever, because Maximilian Jackson is just the man for this series. Much like Maximus Durante, these two are inseparable. Inseparable. I think I got it right first time. He's got 5 traits at the moment. The power free kick that he had right at the start. Leadership soon followed. Flair passes, 1 club player, and a set play specialist. He did score 10 goals this season, and I will confirm that, with 1 extra in the European International Cup. His rating in the Europa League an 8.2, overall a 7.2, playing 36 games in the season. The centre-back role is way more competitive than the right-back role, so he has to share a lot. Whitting has got a decent amount of games as well, looking at that. There he is, 11 goals, 2 assists, 5 clean sheets for Maximus Durante. Even Maximus is struggling with the clean sheets. So that stat, I'm not going to look at that much. But he's gone up by 4. He started out as an 82. And he's done really well. So, well done him. Kasper Marsman. Revelation. I really do like a Dutch regen on Youth Squad Legends, because they seem to be incredibly consistent. There's not that many Dutch regens that have proven costly, that have proven a mistake. There are a few. I'm getting a few. I think there was one in there's definitely one in Paderborn a long time back. But there are a few in the grand scheme of things. And Kasper Marsman fits the bill of just this solid, dependable centre-back that's already gone up 4. He's been so impressive. He's like a mini Durante. Never going to get on that level, obviously, because Durante is something very, very special. But his read of the game's decent. His build is very similar to Durante. I think he's a little bit bigger than Durante, actually. And he's good with his feet. He's good technically. And that's what we needed moving away from Brownsod and Hongbo Do, who were a little more clumsy. That's probably the best way to say it. Attributes-wise, his pace is not bad. Passing is terrible, really. Defending solid. Physical's good. 82 on the jumping. That's that. It's the only dark green that he's got. Compare that to Durante. He's got 89 aggression, 88 interceptions, 82 jumping, 82 stamina, 91 strength, 86 free kick accuracy, 85 heading accuracy, 84 marking, 81 shot power, slide tackles at 85, stand tackle 87. I mean, he is an absolute monster. But this guy ain't that bad, especially for a 72 overall. That's probably why I'm so surprised at him. He shouldn't be at the overall where he's doing the bits that he does. Which gives him a big thumbs up from me. Wittiness Chavango Jr., what a lad. Now, he's not as composed as Durante, but he gets jobs done. I think he's actually braver. There you go. His bravery's probably there compared to Durante. He is way more of a out-and-out centre-back than a machine that Durante is. I don't think he'd be able to do it outside of that position. Maybe in CDM, but we've got plenty of midfielders. With more on the horizon, obviously. Serge Junior Avono, I kind of do want to bring into this club. Yeah, so there's Wittiness. His best stats are in defending, strength 81, jumping 82, interceptions 82, aggression 81. But all his defensive stats are in them greens. He's got the power header trait, long throwing, and team player. Stats are like this. Really impressive stuff. And more clean sheets than Durante, which means that when Wittiness is partnering someone like Durante, you can clearly see that they are having an effect. Them two together, probably the best partnership. Said that in the last episode. I'm going to stick with it. Colin Roy is close on his tail. The erratic, simply superb, stunning, at times engrossing Garland Roy. My lad Jake was like, are you sure you want to bring in Garland Roy? Because you're seeing some of the names that I haven't brought in. But because we had a Pokemon called Roy, if you've seen them streams, I really wanted to bring him in, even though the name wasn't as special as some that I've got on this list. And I'm so glad I did, because Garland Roy is special. He might not be the best defender, but he's just insane. He's bonkers. The lad's bonkers. He's the Ibrahimovic of centre-backs. He's doing flicks. He's doing tricks. He's probably played the best defensive clearance ever. Like, if he doesn't do that jumping backwards scorpion kick away from like Harry Kane's head, that's probably going to end up in a Tottenham goal. And for that, Garland Roy is going to go up to an 80 overall. And he deserves it. He absolutely deserves it. His average rating's up at 7.3. That's higher than Chavango Jr.'s. That's higher than Maximus Durante's. He's only got 2 clean sheets. That's the problem with him. He's so bonkers that he is going to let a few in. But he's lovable. I think everybody appreciates what Garland Roy brings to it. He's got bicycle kicks on. Because, yes, team players on one club player. Flair, of course. Slide cycling at 83. Like, I think he's more well-rounded, isn't he, than Chavango Jr. that's just, like, proper dominant in them centre-back stats. Actually, a lot better ball control. Just keep an eye out on that. A long pass Garland Roy's got. Long shots Garland Roy's got compared to Chavango Jr. It's a little bit more comfortable on the ball. And so he should be when he's doing backward scorpion kicks. So that's Garland Roy. Ryder. Yeah. Composed. Quiet. But doing bits. Stats Hasn't had any clean sheets, only had 4 games though. And in them 4 games, he's averaged 7 as a rating. So there's no complaints there, honestly. And there shouldn't be any complaints after 4 games. You just have to be a bit patient. And if they keep on disappointing you, then you can say they're terrible. But Ryder hasn't. Ryder's pretty much done everything needed right now. Marsman's done everything a little bit better. That's why he's getting all the attention at the moment. But I'll respect Ryder for what he's done. Papasek. Yeah, right. So he's gone down by 1 overall. He does feel like a high overall centre-back. It's just that he's making silly mistakes now and again. I think one was against Wolves, wasn't it? Where he just allows him to turn and then they score a goal. What Ryder was able to mark him out the game. Papasek just didn't do that. And at an 86 overall, you got to be expecting a little bit more. You have to. His average rating's good. 7.2 is really, really solid. Carabao Cup has actually been excellent there. Clean sheets, he's only had 2 though. 1 assist. And pretty close with some of the headers from the corners. Attributes, I'm sure, are going to be crazy. 97 jumping, 95 strength, 84 heading accuracy, 84 shot power, 92 marking. So a bit daft, but Papasek really needs to kick on now, or else his overall is going to slowly start to decline. I wish he was a bigger build. I think this is like a lean body type that we're seeing right now. And for defenders, it's not the best. Not only that, looking at his work rates, high attacking but medium defensive. So he wants to get up, but once he's up, he doesn't want to come back. Like that might be interesting in certain occasions, but it's certainly frustrating for the team that your centre-back doesn't show that kind of need to get back into position. Or drive to get back into that position. So comparing all the centre-backs, Maximus, Durante, Chavango Jr., I'd just take it Papasek as like the 3rd. And then Garland Roy, obviously, with Marsman and Ryder are little projects for now. Just keeping an eye on them. Alright, left back, Johnny Loader, spot on. Dan Axel Koza, spot on. As a start, Duckins Etienne Jr., yeah, he's not done too much bad. And to be honest, +2 is probably an understatement for how impressed I've been with him. To say that he's only a 65 overall. So he might go up a couple before next season. Let's have a look at this. Johnny Loader and Dan Axel Koza have got really similar wheels. Okay. Johnny Loader is very well-rounded. Dan Axel Koza probably doesn't have that attacking intelligence that Johnny Loader has. Duckins obviously showing a lot more reds. We got +5 on Dan Axel Koza. Yeah, worth it. Johnny Loader. Yep. So yeah, Duckins should be +4, I think. It's something that we need, is necessary for these season reviews, because I can have a look at the overall changes and then alter them a little bit if I've been slightly unfair with certain players. I think I've been unfair with Duckins. He's been better than +2. Alright, moving swiftly on, let's have a look at the stats first. Clean sheets for Johnny Loader, Dan Axel Koza 4, and then Duckins got 1. Had plenty of games, 15 games. 7.0 rating, 7.5 for Dan Axel Koza. Solid little wing back. So that's great. Centre mids. Oh, Tobias Leahy. Oh, I think the biggest thing that I can say for him is that the lad, as soon as he got injured, he seems to have crumbled. Very, very intelligent on the ball. A brilliant player. 7.5 average rating over 32 games. Most of them are starters. You can see Brady actually played more, but most of them were off the bench. And he's one of the subs that I totally got wrong in the last episode. So Tobias Leahy is by far the best centre mid that we got. Apologies. And let's have a look at his stats. 83 on the stamina, 83 vision, 81 long pass, 81 dribbling, 86 short pass, 82 ball control. Straight to roll there for everyone to see. Then we got Joseph Brady with the bicycle kick trait. Okay, mate. I think he did actually. Did he score a bicycle kick earlier in the series? I think that might have happened. 81 short pass, 81 finishing. Of course, he was further up the pitch earlier on in his career. I think we're keeping him at centre mid right now. He's one of the weakest in the teams, honestly, in terms of like stature. I know there's a lot more to come of Joseph Brady. There's a lot of people that like Joseph Brady as well. And for me, he's not done anything to warrant selling. So that's fine. Don't worry about that. He's not getting sold. Morgan Collins! Tick. So much. Attack position 82, strength 86, ball control 83. Not as quick as Joseph Brady. A little bit quicker than Tobias Leahy though. So physicals don't actually mean that much in the centre mid game. Solid player, power header, skilled dribbling. He had power header from a very young age after scoring a corner kick with his old build, even before he became chunky. So let's have a look at these stats. 6.7. It's quite low for Morgan Collins, honestly. 6.8 for Joseph Brady. And it really does show that 7.5 for Tobias Leahy is an absolute joke. Storm Roofer. This is probably why he's just started shooting up. Storm Roofer's average rating is 7.8. Bit mad. He's gone up by 7 this year to a 77 overall. Honestly, I never thought it'd be as good as what it's turned out to be. 83 ball control, 82 short pass. He's got the giant throw-in traits that I didn't know he had. I think he's going to be adding a few more traits to his list by the end of this season. There's your lot. I think we've covered them pretty nicely. Lassie Fenger. Maybe a mini Tobias Leahy. His average ratings are pretty good from the 6 games that he's played. During the later stages, when Tobias Leahy was injured in the last season, kind of got found out. But that's fine. I've just realised something. Hang on. That kit, that first dark line, is absolutely not positioned where my dark line is. EA are frauds. EA are absolute frauds. The modelling system is terrible. You learn something new every day. Lassie Fenger, 2 assists though in the 6 games, so that's 1 assist every 3. Gone up by 3. And his best attribute is his 79 agility. I can't express the usefulness of agility in this game enough. Oh, all greens on physical and mental for Alexander Mitov. How good does that look? He's 80 overall. He's +4. He's got 90 heading accuracy. Doesn't score headers at all, I don't think. From corners especially, it definitely has done in open play, but from corners he's not even in that mix, which is interesting now that I know that he's got 90 heading accuracy. 87 short pass, 81 long pass. He's got long throw-in, leadership, flair, bicycle kicks, flair, passes as his traits. Whoa. Okay, let's have a look at his stats. 7.3 average. Good. He has, 6 goals and 8 assists, 8 clean sheets as well. Defensively sound when Alexander Mitov is on the pitch. That's not surprising, honestly. So from them centre mids, it's quite clear that Tobias Leahy and Alexander Mitov are the Dons, are the prime 2 if we were having like a Champions League game, them two would be selected at this moment in time. Right wingers. We got Brilliant Madiba, who started to, show a little bit more, which is nice. He's eventually, growing into his role at Macclesfield. We got Osman Clark, who his position change from left back might not have favoured him. He's still a good player. But he's pretty weak in team ranking. Am I going to sell him? Probably not. No, not really. His average rating's good. 7.8 average rating is actually better than Dennis Bliska's. Of course, Dennis Bliska has had the tougher games to play. And his 12 assists is just crazy from a wing position. So let's have a look at these stats. Of course, Brilliant Madiba's got 5-star weak foot. Osman Clark's got better skill moves, and Dennis Bliska is so well rounded. And crazy pace now. Crazy pace. Brilliant Madiba. 85 acceleration, 91 agility, 82 balance, 84 sprint speed. We've got 89 ball control, 81 short passing. Stats: scored twice, assisted 4 times, and has 3 clean sheets. Osman Clark, a lot more assists, no goals this season. Got a goal in the season prior. 15 appearances, average rating of 7.8. Attributes: not as quick, sprint speed 81, crossing 89, heading 85. 5 traits. Mind you, that might come through from his time at left back, where he really did impress. Set play specialist from the corners, flair, power header, flair passes, leadership. Dennis Bliska, he's filled out his trait board. I'm only giving the players a maximum of 6 traits, even though they can have more. So he's got early cross, finesse shot, flair, swerve pass, skilled dribbling, and set play specialist. There's his technicals. We're not going to go through them in any detail. It's more about the physicals. His 91 acceleration, 94 agility, 83 balance, 91 sprint speed, stamina's at 84, which is very, very useful now that we're playing a high-intense game and players are losing stamina much quicker. Stats: 12 assists, 9 goals, 7.7 average rating. Them 9 goals, some of them have actually been seriously important. So what a player Dennis Bliska is, and he is one of the key players at this club. That's moving on with the right wingers. We clearly know Dennis Bliska is top dog, but Osman Clark, Brilliant Madiba fighting out for second best at the moment. I think Osman Clark slightly shades it, but Brilliant Madiba is working towards it. He's getting used to life at Macclesfield, and I wouldn't be surprised if next season we really do see a change in performance from him. It's not make or break for him yet, but it would go a long way to securing his place at this football club long term. Strikers! Oh yes! Victor Mathis. After having a tough time of it when we brought in that gameplay mod, I changed the sliders up a little bit to make the first touches more forgiving. And Victor Mathis started scoring again. Just the best player. The best dude. Fan favourite. Why is he not fan favourite on the traits? Because Golden Roy has definitely got that trait. Hang on. Let's have a look. Alright, okay, so Golden Roy has fan favourite trait, but he's not there, so is it on the status? Fan favourite. I hope I've also put it on Victor Mathis. No, he's actually a leader of men. Go on, Vic. Go on, Big Vic. That Big Vic energy. Well-rounded. Probably could play pretty well in centre mid with them kind of stats. But yeah, is because that's a transition from centre back to striker. So all of a sudden he looks well rounded. I've got him all the way down the spine. His favourite positions, because I really don't know what his favourite position is. He could do all the positions because he's Victor Goddamn Madness. That's right. I think the attacking work rate might have to change to high, actually, looking at that. But big thumbs up. Stats, 9 goals, 1 assist. Obviously, like we said, his season kind of diminished by the change in gameplay mod. But before that and after that, it's all looking rosy for Victor Mathis. Gadol Tenari, I mean, whatever we put before him, he seems to be absolutely fine with. Great decision to knock Pavel out of this side and give Gadol Tenari that platform to do his business. He is the finisher. He is the man. I knew that. I hope you guys now understand why we had to make that decision. Al-Saad being his partner in crime, that might work and might continue, but of course we can put Al-Saad on the wing if we find ourselves a striker. If Piero Ung, for instance, seems to be like this outstanding player, he's the only one of the new signings that we're going to make that could potentially knock anyone out of this first team just because of the name. But we can change it around. Like, Al-Saad is really, really talented on the wing anyway. And on that other side, well, Edifadika, I'm never going to play him again. I'm sorry, I cannot play him again. And who else? We got Ahmad doing well. Guled, yeah. So there's an opening there, I think, if we need to change it around a bit. Back to Gadol Tenari, average rating of 8.2 compared to Mathis's 7.3. His stats, man. 39 appearances, 35 goals, 8 assists, 6 clean sheets. Wow. His wheel is looking very much like a striker. And his stats are pretty nice. Finishing at 90. Dribbling 84, shot power 82. Physicals are there. Type positions 88. So he's gone up by 4 from an 80 to an 84 this season. Jordan Mustache. Right then. Gone up by 7. I'm not going to repeat myself. You know what I think of him. He's just really, really gifted at finding the weight of the pass. Better at that than actually finishing itself. But you need that sometimes. To be fair, he's looking like he could probably play left mid more than he could play striker. But the opening's at striker at the moment, so he's staying there. So that's that. Jordan Mustache, sprint speed's 85. Really rapid. 7.5 average rating, 2 goals, 5 assists, 4 clean sheets in 15 games. We get to Wasim Al-Saad, 13 goals, 19 assists, which I'm pretty sure is the top of this team. Then we got 5 clean sheets and an average rating of 7.8. Second win trait makes him overpowered. 89 acceleration, 85 agility, 87 sprint speed, 81 stamina, 86 vision, 81 attack position. And you can see here, like, we started making improvements, well-rounded improvements when he became a centre mid. And then we needed him in striker, and all them attacking stats start just elevating, whereas marking, standing tackle, slide tackle have stayed where he was in like the high 60s, I think it was. So yeah, mate, he is good. He's so good. Wasim, that dream. Let's have a look at his traits. Flair, second win, skill dribbling, 1 club player for Wasim Al-Saad. It's another position where we know exactly who the top dogs are. I think it really is just the left winger and the centre backs where we're just a little bit... Oh, sorry, and the goalkeeper, my bad. That we're just a little bit unsure of. Left back could also be a topic soon. Johnny Loader and Dan Axel Kozo are pretty close. Johnny Loader, for me, is just a little bit better. Especially defensively, he's a bit more secure. We got Serik Yesimov. Nice. He grew into this season. Started off slowly. But in the end, he did very well. And he went up by 6 to a 77 overall. I thought it was going to be a lot more of an impact this season. Because his physical stats were all there beforehand. And growing in technicals, he was going to have more chances. Actually, looking at that, I don't think I gave him enough chances. So that's something that I need to improve on personally in the next series. I mean, like, look, Mehdi Dompe had the exact same amount of chances as Serik Yesimov, so that's not right. Yesimov, stats, pace, still incredible. Shooting, getting there, 71, yeah, man. Dark green, his acceleration, jumping, sprint speed, and heading accuracy is 85, his best stat. We got solid player, and he does like a finesse shot. Nice. Mehdi Dompe! Probably the reason why he's had so many chances, because he looks like that. Simple as that. Mehdi Dompe, and he's named Mehdi Dompe. Kind of hilarious, isn't he? We don't even know if he's good or not. Like, I don't have a clue. He might be good, might not be. At this moment in time, I'm unsure. So I don't really know what kind of opinion you've got on him. Mine's all over the place at the moment. But he's actually improved in every single area. Nice. Agility's gone up by 10. I'm trying to just make him a little John Akinde. Just trying to get him up in strength. Strength's gone up by 20. He's gone up by 22 in strength, mate. Okay. Ball control 72, gone up by 8. Dribbling's plus 10 to 71. Finishing only at 70 at the moment. But he has gone up by 10 overall. Pretty generous. But there you go. There's Mehdi Dompe. He's not entirely useless. Best players on there. Striker, Wassim Al-Sar and Gadel Tonari. No doubt about that. Okay. And finally on to the left wingers. Farhan Gouled and Madani Ahmad battling it out for top dog in this spot at the moment. Farhan Gouled, both of them, I'm not bothered about selling. No chance. Absolutely no chance. They've got their place in this team. First off, Farhan Gouled, probably more well-rounded, yes, because of his time in centre mid. His physicals is a little bit quicker. Yeah, no, he's a little bit quicker than Mr. Madani Ahmad. It's just that Madani Ahmad has the aerial presence, the surprising aerial presence that we didn't see when he was actually a striker. But coming back from loan, going into left wing, he seems to have got himself some kind of special ability that we all can appreciate at this club. And we can use to our advantage. Let's have a look at each other's. Madani Ahmad's got better ball control. Gouled's got better crossing. Yeah, I'd expect that. Ahmad's got better curve. Farhan Gouled's got slightly better dribbling. Finishing, Madani Ahmad, no surprise. Heading accuracy, Madani Ahmad. Long pass, Madani Ahmad. Long shots, Madani Ahmad. So where is... I'm looking at this. It's clear to see that Farhan Gouled's more well-rounded. But apart from crossing, Madani Ahmad slightly gets the better of him. He's better at mentals. Aggression's there. Composure's better. Slightly better. Interception's better. Reactions on. Vision's there. Strength. Strength. Yeah, that's probably why. Farhan Gouled makes it up on strength. Plus 17 in that attribute. It's interesting though, isn't it? Farhan Gouled or Madani Ahmad. At this time, well, Madani Ahmad just pips it for me. We'll see what happens, man. Like, of course, we take out Sunil Edithadika, have to move Wasim Al-Saad into a wing position. These guys suddenly have to fight against someone way better in Wasim Al-Saad, and their struggles continue. Well, there you go. I must say, a big respect to Madani Ahmad for how he's come back. That's what you expect. Like, sometimes lone players just work out, and Madani Ahmad is a success story in that. For no matter how many terrible loan spells we've actually had in this series, Madani Ahmad is the success story. So his average rating is 7.1. This could actually tell us a lot about the two players. They're very, very close in terms of appearances between them. And Farhan Guled just about shaves it. More assists, less goals, less clean sheets as well, but a higher average rating. It is so close between these two players. Tell you what, I'd like to see the average rating of Madani Ahmad in the back end of this season, because he was one of the finer players, one of the most consistent players too. Let's have a look. Have we got any traits? Have we seen these traits? Second wind on Farhan Guled, flare passes. Madani Ahmad has filled out his board. He's got swerve passing there, speed dribble, but that's only for the CPU. Bicycle kicks are in there, flare. Alright. So that's two. That's a really good competition. That's nearly as good as the goalkeeper competition. It would be really interesting if we had a third player. I don't even think Sunil Edithadika is a player at this point, really. He's given up. I tell you what, you know why he's given up? You know why? Because financially, he's loaded. I was renewing all the contracts. Sunil Edithadika, for some reason, wanted £42,000. What? I don't understand. That's just the 3.5 thousand below Madani Ahmad, and that's actually less than Farhan Guled. Farhan Guled thinks that he's worth less than Sunil Edithadika. In what world do we live in? It's just a joke. It's just a joke. And you know what? Since he's got that contract, of course my estimations on the player was going to go down anyway, because that contract is just ridiculous. But since he's had the contract, he's literally looked like he couldn't be arsed with it. And my feelings on Sunil Edithadika are a bit sour at the moment, because he's right there for him. I've given him every single chance, and you guys really want me to keep him, and I will keep him. I think a better punishment would for me to be keeping him and for him to never play. So that's probably what we're going to do. Unless your feelings on the player differ a little bit and go, actually, you know what? Let's sell him on. But nah, I think you want to keep Sunil Edithadika, so I will respect your wishes, so long as you understand that I'm not going to play him. That's that. Anyway, let's have a look at his stats. He's got power, free kick, and set play specialist. 81 attack positioning, 81 acceleration. Nothing else on the dark greens. He scored 2 goals. Average rating. Higher. His average rating is higher. Unbelievably, his average rating is higher. He's only played 3 Premier League games. Okay, alright, if you look at the Premier League games, which you'd think would be the highest competition, he's actually matching Madani Ahmad on average rating and lower than Farhan Guled. Right. These are not weighted properly anyway, the average ratings, so let me try and explain. So the Premier League, you obviously play 23 matches, but they'll take the average rating from that and equally compare it to the Carabao Cup, for say, and where you've only played 4 matches. It's a bit silly, innit? But there you go. So the average ratings, as much as you guys like to look at it, I can't really take that much information for, because it's better weighted for the players that do well in the cup competitions. And that's not exactly what you really want to see. You want to see either their average rating through the entire season, or a little bit better off if you played in the Premier League, for say. Because you expect Premier League, maybe later rounds of the Europa League or Champions League, you're going to get better opposition. So I wish it was a little bit weighted to average ratings on better opposition. But we're never going to get that. Because it's FIFA after all. And improvements in career mode obviously take a back seat. Just a little bit question, just curious, are you excited for the Volta stuff that's coming out in FIFA 20? Honestly, I think they should have started with improvements to their current game modes, because this was the situation where FIFA really struggled to engage their audience. FIFA 19 has been an absolute disaster. So honestly, if I was running that company, I would have started with some significant improvements to their actual game modes that keep people buying FIFA. And then if everything really went to plan and everybody was really hyped for these new additions, then drop the FIFA Street news or the Volta stuff, that would have hit the nail on the head, I think. But FIFA like to do things differently. EA like to do things differently. This might be a cover-up to try and diffuse the situation that they haven't done much to career mode next year. If they haven't done that, that is going to be one spicy meme, I'm telling you. But I think from the news coming out of the EA camp, they might have done pretty substantial stuff to the game mode, so I'm looking forward to that. It's just that they shouldn't have ran it after Volta. They should have ran it before, in my opinion. There you go. E3 is all about unveils, and I'm sure they wanted to bring out this new mode. They've probably done a lot of work to it. Probably used some of that resource that the journey took up for a long time to go into that. Anyway, I'm off topic now. I need to finish because it's soon to be work time. Yay. So I've got to get some food and get my clothes on and go. We can have a look at other stuff beforehand. It's been a long time. I've been chatting for ages. Wow. But I'm sure you've enjoyed it. I feel like I've been kind of free here. I kind of liked it. All right. It's nice. So we're totally on the wrong thing. Top goal scorers is where we want to be. Because Tonari won that. Assists. Al-Sadd was second. Hazard got 20 assists in total from 38 matches, so congratulations to him. But Al-Sadd had a really good season in terms of assists. And the false nine situation that we're playing with this formation, this tactic, is working out for players like Al-Sadd. And if we move him onto the wing and we bring in Piero Ung, if we put him straight into the first team, then he's going to have to do bits passing-wise, or Tonari's going to have to go there, which might be a bit counterproductive, really, because Tonari's just the goal scorer. All right, other leagues. Let's have a look at other leagues around the world. Quickly touch upon these. Championship. West Ham's coming back up. Bournemouth, really high points total. Reading got 117 points. And this realism mod really taking hold of some of these tables. It's going to be way tougher for me to win the Premier League because you're going to see high points totals like this. 102 for PSG over the 38 games in France. Leipzig won the Bundesliga. Wow. Okay. Paderborn up in the 3 Liga. That's what you like to see. By the way, I didn't have a clue that they're actually getting promoted back up to the Bundesliga next season. So mint. Juventus, winners of the Serie A over Fiorentina. Nice. Eredivisie. PSV over AZ Alkmaar. Ajax, who we lost in the Europa League, only got 4th place. Utrecht actually got higher than them. Interesting. Sporting Lisbon, winners of the Portuguese League, Celtic in Scotland. And I got Real Madrid on 108 points, winning 35, drawing 3, having an undefeated season. So they are a team to beat. I'm going to guess that they're very strong in the Champions League. Let's just round this up. Got Basel there. Fenerbahce. Finally, the MLS that has just really kicked off. Oh, we got Mexico. Ooh. Many Mexican. Oh, are we back? A-League. K-League. Saudi Professional League. How many leagues? It's a lot of leagues. Are we done? We'll eventually be done. But you have seen them all. Salzburg in Austria. Bruges. Yeah, we're done. Okay. Definitely remember seeing Denmark. Right. I think that's everything. Just go across. Yeah. Sound. So, this has been Cutzy. Thank you very much for watching this season. I will be very shortly back. We're going to have a pre-season live stream soon. I'll give you more information on the spin-offs if we're going to do them. I think we will do them. I have no idea for the team, so if you want to try and suggest a team for me, for us to do a little mini-series with all these funny names, then go ahead. I'm totally down for that. I'm thinking we might just do a season on them. Really, it's very early days in the development of them spin-off series anyway, so anything, any kind of suggestions I'll be totally open for down in the comments section. It has been a pleasure. It's actually been one of my most enjoyable season reviews, this. Nice and chilled out, really relaxed, not rushing. Perfect. Yeah, just drop it a like if you really enjoyed it, if you really liked the insight, and hopefully you are looking forward to the next season. I'm sure you are looking forward to the next season. It's so far into this series. You guys are invested. I'm loving it. See you in a bit. Not a McDonald's quote, but I am loving it. See you in a bit. Bye.